In this segment, we will be discussing how to cover broken capillaries, port wine stains, filling in the lines in the face, and also teaching you how to minimize pores. We're going to use the lightest concealer right now on Patty, and I'm going to show you how to conceal under the eye. We've already concealed this eye, which you can see is a significant difference. The beauty of this concealer is it still gives you a very natural look. It's not cakey and it's not heavy. How you choose to work with this is to really lighten it up and soften it. Sometimes I use an eye cream to diffuse it if somebody has a very dry eye. So pretty much I warm up the product on the top of the tube and I take a camouflage brush, such as this one, our WuNDERCOVER camouflage brush, and I just mix both sides of the brush, and that's a significant amount of product. One tube will last you over a year and a half. So from where the eye socket starts, upward towards the darkest part of the eye, and then I take a downward stroke which makes an inverted V. Then about midway in I'll take a stroke right there, and then I'll take one more, I'll leave a break and lift it up. The reason I leave a little break is this is where most people wrinkle, and you don't want so much concealer in that area. So again, the motion is up, down, over, break, up again. Alright, then how you move this is with a sponge. I like to use a sponge that doesn't have any pores in it, and because the product doesn't soak into the sponge. And how we're going to mix it is we're going to go up, or blend it rather, is we're going to go up and down where that V is. We're going to move it across the eye, going as close to the lash line as possible, down mid-face so that it'll blend into their foundation, and up towards the hairline. And lifting that really gives the cheekbone a look of lifting up. And also if you're doing eyeshadow, that's a great way to clean off the eyeshadow. We'll do it one more time, starting at up, down, over, out. And if you have somebody that has a little bit more of a darkness, you can always go back and touch in anywhere you want. Okay, so again with the sponge, up and down, moving it across from the lash line, down mid-face, and out towards the hairline, up on the cheekbone. What we do after that is we'll take our WuNDERCOVER finishing powder, which has an oil absorbing properties, and it actually has oat powder in it, and this will keep your concealer from sitting in the lines. A lot of times I tell people don't use powder over your concealer because it becomes very cakey and it makes you look more liney, but the WuNDERCOVER finishing powder doesn't. You can either use a sponge tip brush with that, or I sometimes even use these two fingers, rub it down and just press pat the product into the skin. That's really sufficient. That should keep it on. And for the ladies who say that their eyes run and they can't keep concealer on and their mascara settles in it, this is our #1 trick to keep that together. With the excess of the product that we have, we can also go look down and we can take that and make that into Patty's eye base as well. We can get rid of all of that dark pigment. Everybody has pink or yellow or brown or red in their eyelid, and this is a great eyeshadow base. So I call this the makeup artist eraser. This is just, you put this anywhere, and you'll see in our applications all of the things that we're going to be able to cover with this. But you can see how nice and lightweight and natural. If you overuse this product, you absolutely won't like it. But you can see it takes all the red out. Make sure you look down as close to the lash line as possible. For people who are finger people, they can blend it in with their finger, but I feel that you get a better application when you use a sponge or a brush. So that's our under eye coverage. Alright, we're going to get in real close and show you how to cover up the broken capillaries. Patty also has a little bit of rosacea, so this is beautiful with rosacea skin because it doesn't sit into the pores. We've covered one side of her face, which you can tell it almost has a totally different texture, and we've hardly used any of this. So here's what I do. I warm up the product on both sides of the brush like I did under the eye, and we're going to stipple it. Stipple means that you're just spreading it with little strokes, and again, this product is so concentrated, a little bit lasts a long way, so it will blend and grow. Also around the nose where the broken capillaries are, this is an excellent tool, just sweeping it in with your camouflage brush. If you have the lines in the face and the nasolabial folds, you can just stick the product in there. We'll go around the chin, and then we're going to take our trusty sponge and blend some more. So this is not in lieu of foundation, but this will go and blend it so that when the foundation goes on, you won't need as much foundation. We're going to stipple with our sponge as well. Blend around the nose, but stipple into the face. It's not about spreading it, it's more about blending it softly. You can see the pigment starting to lighten. There's also some great ingredients in this product. We have apple extract and horseradish extract, which are anti-inflammatories, which is great for that reddish, ruddy skin. When you're filling in a line, and again the concept is light brings forward, dark pushes back, you'll just fill in. You can go right on the lip line if you like. It's great for ladies who feel that they have too many lines around their mouth. You can also fill in the frown lines. You want to go in whatever direction the line is. So if it's across, you're going to go across. And if it's down, you're going to fill in downward. And again, just blend. We will go back to our WuNDERCOVER finishing powder to set this, because you want this part to stay. Whenever you're using a creamy product, you need to put a powder product over it. So we're going to set any of the concealer in the lines with this little bit of powder. And again, you can use a sponge tip applicator, or you can use your 2 fingers, blend them together, and just press pat. Whatever feels more comfortable. This will also waterproof the product, so if you're going to be in an oily climate or you seem to absorb product very fast, this will set it and keep it from absorbing into the skin. You want to go around the nose a little bit too, because that's a very sensitive area. You can see I'm just working off the top of the tube, little bits at a time, very sparingly. And again, we're going to stipple. This almost makes it look like she has a second skin. Okay. After you've camouflaged, you're going to go into your foundation, and we like to use our WuNDERCOVER foundation powder, and we will just use a kabuki, tap off the kabuki, and work it going down, because that's the way the facial hair grows. You don't want to clog the pores. And we will go across on the forehead, across on the chin, work it out of the cap, then you won't overuse too much of the product. And you want to go a little bit more of a yellow tone, especially if you have pink in the skin, because that will camouflage that pigment. We used, again, lightest color for Patty, because she is more fair and has a pink undertone in her skin. You can see it's very natural. We also could use a little bit on her chest if she wanted. Some people like to do that, some people don't, but it works nicely. You can also take a little bit of a sponge if you feel like you need to spread anything. If I want double duty coverage, I would do a dot of the WuNDERCOVER and then another dot of the powder and another dot of the WuNDERCOVER, another dot of the powder to make it really last long. This product is so natural that you can go onto your chest, your neck, your arms if you want, if you're wearing a special dress for a special occasion, really any body part. You just stipple it again on the area that you want to cover. Take your sponge and work around from the inside out as like a starburst motion, sunburst motion. And you don't want to blend directly on top of the stain or the mark, you want to blend around it. A great way to set it is to take some of your powder, WuNDERCOVER finishing powder, set on the product, right over the product, because it's actually like a translucent color. It has no color to it. It'll blend with whatever skin tone you have. And then again, take your sponge and blend away from the mark. By setting it with the finishing powder, it's not going to come off on your clothes either. There we have it.